It's the finals. Game number 3 here between the Cognitive Bros and Team Dignitas. My name is hi-rez Bart. That's Dry Bear, and we are moments away from getting into the picking and banning phase of this final game of the day. Dignitas found it in themselves to muster a win together. And, well, the Cog Boys, what will they do? Will Snoopy continue to troll and pick bad gods, or will he actually try? Questions.
Will Inister play Thanatos with Bumbas? Who
Yeah,
knows?
These
are the questions, Bart. These
will
are the
Shing kill
questions.
a Phoenix again?
We will find out in the picks and bans process for the final game of the North American Curse Voice Holiday Cup between Cognitive Bros and Dignitas themselves.
Come say hi, Peckies. Come on, Peckies. Come say hi.
Drive by. High-tech Peck.
Come on, Peck. Big play,
Peck.
Ray!
Big play, Ray!
We couldn't get a Pecky sighting for you guys. We tried. I know.
Rare.
I know you're looking for it, but I'm sorry.
It's rare. Well, we could always just green screen it in.
Well, we are. Yeah, we could. Can we get a big Peckies behind us real quick? Just slap up a big old Peckies right there.
Right where this ornament is.
Because he's a little bit nervous. You know,
Yep.
I want to make sure he gets his day in the sun.
Maybe a Brad sliding. If we get a Brad slide in, maybe.
Yeah.
That'd be really good. Maybe.
Maybe it's just impossible.
It could be.
You
never
know.
know.
You never know.
A nice sliding would be nice, but who knows? Well, going to this next one. We haven't seen any Ao Guang picks ever.
That's true. Nor will we, I don't think.
No?
No.
Yeah, this poor little guy.
He's a pup snobber.
Yeah, he's a poor little guy. He's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, he's fun. I like
He's a
him.
fun
I have fun with him.
Fun guy.
I'm not sure why we're still waiting. I assume that Dan or Ray or Kevin or someone just completely messed something up.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, the teams are the ones to blame
Dan.
this time around. But
Dan screwed it up.
as far as that last game, that was an interesting game, right? Because Cognitive Bros had it at all stages of the game, even when they were losing.
Yeah.
Even all the way to the point where they lost the game, they were still in control. And it was just that one
they were
little
winning that game for
Fire
sure.
Giant steal that changed it all.
Yeah, it was, well, it really came down to one meatball from Anatoly that won that game.
One meatball from the Tolly himself.
Yeah, he made it happen. As we saw, I mean, it set up the hog, and really, before that, it was Shing taking Phoenix for free. Uncontested. He does die for it. I guess not for
Let
free.
him right into the base.
But yeah,
There he is. There he is.
Gonna win.
There he is.
There he is.
Hey.
Ray Peckies Jr.
Oh, dang it. He won't come on screen.
Not interested in saying hello to you guys.
No,
I'm sorry.
he's not.
Not everyone could be a community member.
It's not.
Some people are from behind. Yeah, see, you can see Dan trying to pretend like he didn't mess this up, but I'm pretty sure he did because we don't have a picking and banning screen.
Yep.
And Dan's the admin, so yeah.
Well, I feel like that's just Dan doing his thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, it's just got to do him. Well, we're at this point, guys. Today is Saturday, and if you are in North America or Europe, if you're in Australia or China, it's probably not.
It's probably Sunday by now.
Yeah, it's Sunday. And it's 4:32 p.m. EST, which is 10:32 p.m. CET. Pretty good,
Time
right?
zones?
Yep, time zones.
Did you know that Brazil is further east than Atlanta?
Wow.
I know.
I
Sao
did know
Paulo.
that.
It's like plus 3 hours.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I know, it's crazy.
Mind blown.
It's wild.
And here we were thinking that Eastern Standard was the furthest east time zone there was to worry about, but no.
Nope.
Brazilians.
Brazilians, they get you. They get you. Speaking of which, we have Brazilians in our Smite World Championship.
We do. We love bacon.
We have Smite LATAM team.
Do you know why We Love Bacon is called We Love Bacon?
Why?
You don't know?
No, I don't know.
They must not like you because they told me.
Oh, they told you?
Their support player is a vegan.
Oh.
And so their name is We Love Bacon because he does not like bacon.
Just to spite him.
Correct.
Wow.
It is a spite name.
A spite name for the Smite team?
404 not found. Who knows? I assume they just are uncreative.
No, they're just not found. Their logo's not found. Their team's not found. But they're going to find themselves in the Smite World Championship. We also have two Chinese teams, OMG A and DID, with possibly the greatest logo we've ever seen.
So apparently we're waiting for Lassus to walk his dog. So we're going to go ahead and cut to a break, guys. We'll be back when the teams deem this tournament necessary to play in. We'll see you then. Hey there, guys. Looks like we had the players decided it was time to play the games.
Yes, so.
So
The dog's legs have been stretched and successfully recovered, as dogs often cannot wait 45 minutes to be walked. And so we're back into the game after this one is successfully draft pick. And now we're ready to go into the match. So Serket has been banned and Bakasura has been banned. And it's up to the Cog Bros to ban again.
Bakasura ban, respect-ish ban, I feel. Maybe just don't want to deal with it less than, maybe Shington played amazingly at this, we got split push and let's not deal with that again, so. Means that Shing will be playing Vamana most likely. If not Vamana, then Chalk, and that pretty much rounds out everything that he's got on the table. So,
well, we've got a ban on Osiris. Just like no one wants Osiris to go through at all on anyone. So we'll see. I mean, we got one more ban to go for Dignitas. Then they go into picks. And Cognitive Bros has been successfully picking Geb first every single time. And almost always the last ban of the round, before the second round of banning, is Sylvanas. But this time it's going to be Thor.
So they'll give up the Sylvanas. Will it be first picked by the Bros? Or not?
I guess so. Well,
also Nemesis not banned or banned, but maybe picked here for Cognitive Bros.
I guess they just don't want to give it to Dignitas.
They don't want Lassus to have it.
Lassus plays
it's his
so
comfort
well.
zone, and
yeah,
as we say so often, the key to Dignitas' success is so often Lassus, and killing him early and often generally yields a victory against the team.
Well, we've got Thor kind of out of the game, makes it different for both these teams, I think. We've got Giannis hovered on here for Team Dignitas in the festive spirit. And Apollo hovered on as well for Anatoly. Looks like they're going to lock. I would imagine they just lock both. I mean, so far, Nas has been playing very well with Giannis.
Yeah. Why not,
So,
right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, they'll take the Apollo. No, they're going to look at the Vulcan. Okay, so, yeah, why not, right?
The Vulcan.
That seems to be a personal preference more than anything. Like, do you want the Vulcan or do you want the Sylvanas? Giannis, as Sylvanas gets locked in on the other side for Cognitive Bros. And will they take the Giannis? No, they favor the Hercules. It seems to be the new Vamana. Yeah, I know, yeah. Where have we been in the...
Is this? Oh, there you go.
Are you?
Oh, wait. Wait. I think it's going.
Oh, hey, there you go. Welcome back.
Hey, I'm here.
Good job.
My head's inside of Sylvanas, so.
Yes, I am actually Sylvanas.
There you go.
As that was Geb. That was what the picture was. So our first picking phase has been rounded out. Nemesis, Hercules, Sylvanas. For Dignitas, that's Apollo, Vulcan, Geb.
Yep.
And the final round of bans, the counter bans coming through. Zhonghui off the table, of course, with Nemesis already on the side of the Bros. They don't want to give away that too much. And Giannis banned by the Bros. So a couple of mid laners taken out of the pool, which means maybe Vulcan's going to the mid lane. I doubt that they... How did I show up? What? Why am I over there on Sylvanas?
Yeah, see, I told you.
What is this life?
That's what I was moving for before.
Hey!
Hey.
Look. Hey, I'm Sylvanas.
Hey, guys.
I guess because he's green, he's getting chroma'd.
I don't know.
Yes, because his background is green.
Why are we over there, though? That doesn't make sense. Oh, there's the grin of justice. That's what it looks like, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you should go to your dentist every 6 months. You have a teeth like that. Well, we're getting ready to go, and looks like Tears going to be the selection for Dignitas, which is most likely going to be Jungle. We've got Zhonghui off the table for Milk Stealth of the Cognitive Bros, and he's looking to replace that with something. I imagine it would just be a Scylla.
He's like... Yeah, it is a Scylla.
It's almost like his lips are like curled back.
Are they going to take Muzen again, you filthy animals?
I don't know.
Oh, turn up. Muzen Cobb drafted.
Oh, wow.
He's got a silly face paint, too, because it's green and it's getting chroma keyed out of the Curse Voice branding. Shout out to Curse Voice.
Shout out to Curse Voice, sponsoring the Smite World Championship and this Holiday Cup, where we bring the festivities and the good feelings and good times and good tidings to all. With this last match and the big old teeth, last match of the grand finals.
Hey,
Arachne.
it's the bug.
2 bugs in a row. You know what that makes?
Bugs. Double bug?
I got nothing.
Yeah.
Figured you'd have something.
Double bug.
Wait, are we? Oh. Wait, hold on.
Oh, now we're Muzen?
We're Muzen.
We're down here from Muzen. So, like, we're like
both.
Oh, okay, I see.
There you go.
Here's my hand.
Can I go alone? Oh, hey.
Yeah, who knows?
Hey.
Who knows?
Hey, guys.
I guess Josh probably hacked something together to make this work. But, ladies and gentlemen, whether you're watching me in the Sylvanas box or in the main box, have a wonderful couple of minutes while we wait for the spectator countdown. We'll see you in just a second with the beginning of game number 3, the final game of the day, Cognitive Bros versus Team Dignitas. Good day. Hello, and welcome to the final game of the day, my friends. This is Cognitive Gaming versus Team Dignitas, game number 3 of match number 5 today, I think. We had 38 teams join the bracket, so big shout out to everyone that joined. Top 8 do get payout. Top 3 in cash, everyone else in-game prizing, and everybody that makes it in the top 8 does get a holiday chest roll. So, bully.
Yeah.
Bully.
Game 6 of 6.
Bully.
There we go. 6 of 6. Getting ready to roll. And now, into the match. Welcome to Cog Bros versus Team Dignitas. Minions are about to spawn up here. A lot of webs being spawned up by the spider. They're actually going to be doing their movement speed buff first, I would imagine. This is a smart play. Now, this has pros and cons attached to it, right? Because if you don't do your movement speed buff, you leave yourself wide open. And arguably, for certain characters, it's better to have your movement speed buff secured for the jungler than it is to have the blue buff secured for your solo laner, depending on what solo laner it is. Tyr definitely does need mana pretty significantly, but leaving that movement speed buff open and exposed against for someone like Arachne, right? That's going to hurt. Or even for Lassus, actually, I'm confused. It's going to be solo Arachne and jungle Tyr. So
yeah, so
I think it's fine.
Shing's Arachne versus Omega's Hercules is going to be a hard matchup, I want to say.
Well, but I think the movement speed needs to go to Lass more than the blue buff needs to go to Shing, right? Because Shing's not going to be spamming as much.
Yes,
so
I'd agree with that.
Leaving that open is interesting. And not only that, but they have it warded. Like, they have a ward inside the movement speed buff at the top there from Cog Bro, so they know that that's wide open right now.
Yeah, they know it's there, and they, well, it looks like it's going to be, oh, they're going to try to invade the other blue early. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so a little bit of shenanigans for Dignitas, but it's a little too fast from the Omega and Anister combination, and well, no net gain really there from Dignitas. Last is trying to zone with Fearless, and he'll get the wave, but they're level behind, and now they're going to try to fall back for Orange.
It's not bad, actually. They've got, like, I mean, the wave's hitting Tier 1 right now. It'll hit Tier 2 and then go into the lane. I think they have enough time to do this as long as they have the Hog, which they do. They Hog first, actually.
Nemesis dashes. Oh, I think she sniped it.
Wow.
Yeah, she sniped it. She sniped it.
No.
Oh, no. Okay.
So he's got it.
That's right.
It was very close there, and Anister almost got in. But I don't know why.
I love that effect.
I don't know why, if they were going to, do it knowing they'd come to fire, why they'd go into it and Hog first.
Yeah.
Really weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, normally you would say that. Maybe they're trying to get it done as fast as possible, so if they had to reset, they had already killed those two.
Right, but they have spiders to tank. Like, it's not no skin off their back.
Right, no, but they want to get to level 2 really fast, maybe.
I
So
see.
that's why they hog it, kills the two small ones, gets them to instant 2, and
Maybe.
they can fight then. But they are still down a level, and Lassus is, well, he'll get the angle on Omega.
Oh, into the tower.
Omega's not going to love where he's at right now, but it's not really a danger for him.
Too muscly. Too jacked and tan. Left side Snoopy, looks like the bug tree combo is working up against the earth and the guy with the finger guns.
The guy with the finger guns versus the bee.
That's right.
Well, can Moose and Cobb, really do anything ever in any game under any situation?
Sure.
Yeah, he can. We saw him get a kill in the 4-minute surrender.
Yeah, he did.
And now, well,
Well,
a little bit of body block.
To be
standing,
fair,
that's
realistically, there aren't that many characters in this game that can't be used to any effect, right?
Yes.
And if you put a hunter on Snoopy, and Hunter's probably one of the few roles that has the most depth, right? There's only 1 or 2 hunters in the game that can't be used at all in competitive play for a few reasons, but the rest of them are almost all
I don't know.
around the
Maybe
same.
only Shibalanke. And even so, I would say that all of them, they have maybe not an outlined place in the game plan where it's like, oh yeah, like this is gonna be great for this guy. But I do think that, like, with sufficient farm, right, Muzin's gonna be as effective as any other hunter, right? Name it, besides Apollo, who's just brokenly overpowered.
Right.
With all
Well,
of
it
his
just
skill.
comes down to getting your farm, getting your build, and hurting a lot in the late game. That's all.
Right, yeah,
Hunter's
I mean,
there
like,
for.
and Muzin and Shibalanke both do that among the best, right? They have among the best kind of
Well,
boxing
Shibalanke
late
has
game.
the best auto
The
attack
best,
in the game.
Yeah, but what they don't have is
Lane presence,
lane wide
clear.
AoE, instacast, CC, this player-based AoE dash that knocks up and makes him go faster and slows people, and an ultimate that's global, and a passive that lets him kill towers faster than anyone else.
And
like,
2 knock-up.
yeah, it's just not the skill set's not there, and like Apollo, who is everyone's favorite god for a reason.
I personally wish that my car was also a submersible and also flew.
That's right. Yeah, it's like.
But sometimes my car's just a car.
It's like sometimes you're like, what's better? Is that VW Bug better than this, Nova? It's like, yeah, it's pretty good, but my car also is a jet and a submarine.
that produces snacks and drinks.
Yeah, it also cooks for me and is my mate.
Well, it's 1 versus 1 right now, and it looks like Snoopy's actually doing just fine. Especially, you've got the healing from the high. That's one thing people forget. You got that HP 5 that makes AMC very stand and fightish. And trying to do some damage, not going to be able to do enough there. Look at the numbers. You can see there's a little bit in favor of Cog Bros in the beginning. I think it just came down to jungle progression and how they actually spaced out their camps. We do see actually a ward placed on the right side mid camp by Team Dignitas. Wondering where the rotation's going to come out, but no major change to the game just yet.
All right. We got a little bit of push down the mid lane here. We got a red buff on Ionic. Did I see that right? Yeah, red buff on Ionic and red buff on Stealth, so they snatched that while we weren't looking. The orange buff did go the way of Geb, as we noted. And, well, there's a bit of a grouping on the right side for Cognitive Bros, while Snoopy is kind of under tower, but doing a nice job of fending off Tolly. So showing us what the B can do.
Another blue buff stolen there on the top side for Cog Bros. They got away from the soul lane, so it looks like Shingy Poo is missing out on that blue buff. But at this point, you're thinking, can Dignitas actually capitalize on what they got? Left side, Snoopy in a lot of trouble, nowhere to go, and no jump or dash to be seen. Snoopy might be dead here. He's dashing away, he's running, he's flapping his wings, he's trying to go, but he cannot.
Yeah, you would think maybe he would have some kind of skill that took him out of combat or something, maybe like with his wings to help out. But no, that's more the ROM style,
like a flutter jump or something.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, not to say that we're evaluating AMC for heavy kit redesign. It's more just that he just seems to it doesn't seem to be good enough at standing and fighting, considering that's what he basically has to do.
Right.
In my opinion.
Well,
he just gets bullied.
Yep, he gets bullied.
And he's supposed to be the bully, right? Like, that's really what he does, right? He puts out the goo, he slows people down, he walks you down with in hands, he has pretty good movement speed and attack speed at HP 5 off of his hives. Not the attack speed, but the movement speed in HP 5. And so, like, he wants to bully, but yeah, having a hard time.
Oh, Blinking, last gonna find it, actually missing it with that dash. There's a root, there's the big damage, dropping a half HP just from MLC Stealth's counterfire, and it's pretty big there. Looking for the Earthbreaker, not going to find the right side. Omegatron is looking for initiation, can't find it. Shink, and then push him in. There's a rock, because all of the reasons.
Oh, just clear the wave.
It's a Christmas present.
Yeah, just clear the wave. Why not? Shing hold up pretty well. I mean, obviously,
he's got a driving strike. It does the same thing for the wave, right? Celebration rock!
Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not just toss it out there? Hell, who knows? I mean, maybe, let's see. Maybe at this point.
Here we go. I like this.
All right, the ultimate is. The ultimate costs 20 more mana than Driving Strike, and does 5 more damage.
Okay. Well,
so
there you go.
Instead of blowing his Driving Strike cooldown, which gives him kill potential, he throws out the rock,
which has a very long cooldown
because reasons.
Well, forced back to gold 3. Last is jumping away with that ultimate. The Lawbreaker has been used. Nice ultimate from Dare to Care. But it looks like Anister is out of the fight. Here comes Snoopy, though. Up in the air goes Apollo. Will he initiate? Looks like he's going for Scylla, maybe. Knock him away. Back into the tower he goes with that Sentinel. And that should be all she wrote. Shing. Back to the back to the movement speed buff area. Still fighting going on, but I don't see much kill potential from either side here unless they find Snoopy, maybe. Last is half HP. Meatball does nothing.
We continue throws in a pot shots, and yeah, I mean, I don't think the problem is Muzin is too weak. The problem is just Apollo's just too damn strong. Like, Muzin's pretty dang good. I mean, he's got a lot of great tools in this kit. I mean, I can see the cripple extended by another second or so, but all things told, it seems like maybe
I think
the Apollos and the Roms and the Ulers and the needs of the
I think he just needs more space control, right? The whole idea is he's supposed to be in his domain with his hives and his honey and all that, but that doesn't frighten you at all. There's no like I don't want to be close to him. It's just like whatever.
Yeah, I mean I see the popular opinion on Reddit, and they got the cripple out as well, so you can't dash away. But
need the hook, need that hook.
They're just out of damage. Ionic last in hand is shielded away by Dare to Care. That's all he's gonna live. But like,
why would he use the hook?
He must have been on cooldown.
No, it wasn't.
It was not.
I was watching it.
I don't know, man. The threat of the hook is greater than the hook, as
I guess.
As Allied would say.
I guess so. You were saying about the bug?
I was saying that space control would help him out quite a bit. I agree. I don't know. I feel like he stands and he fights, and he does that pretty well already. And that maybe the issue is more that he just doesn't have 11 different CCs. And maybe those that do should not.
That is very true. And at this point,
but like anyway, I was saying the popular opinion on that I see a lot on like Reddit and the forums is like, oh, make it so that if you kill the hives, you get the bead debuff on you or whatever you get. It's like that's not gonna change anything. That's not gonna change anything. It's more just gonna make it. It's gonna have to deal with it. Oh.
There's a giant rock.
That was disgusting. None of this is ultimately coming out right at the exact right time.
Watch that bug.
Yeah, blink tier over the wall back into his tier 1.
Well, they can kill the bugs off. The Gold Fury is standing, unfortunately, on the wrong side of the map. So if that was a kill on the left side, they would get a Gold Fury off of that. But it's all said and done. Looking at this right now, you can see that Dignitas is actually really close. In fact, they're a little bit ahead in the gold. The experience is dead even between the two teams. So right now, we're waiting to see what comes out of this, actually. 9 minutes on the clock. A minute left until Fire Giant is spawned up. And we've got a Book of Thoth onto Mr. Gnaw. That Vulcan got 10 stacks on it. 9, 12, stacking it up. Up there goes Apollo, but where's he going? He's going to safety as he just got cornered in by a bug and a woman with a giant sword.
Yeah, the bug got squished, if you will. Snoopy, there you go. Getting lane advantage once again over Anatoly. Not going to find any more successful in-hands as Lassus rotates over as well. So, but that will be the end of that engagement, at least for the moment. We haven't really talked much about the mid lane, where it's Scylla versus Vulcan, and I guess that's to Vulcan's credit. Scylla has quite a bit of kill potential, I feel like, versus Vulcan. She can root him out, and, well, nicely played so far by Gnaw.
Well, I mean, Gnaw's out farming him. I mean, he's got more gold, and there's not much action there either. And he also went for Book of Thought, whereas, you saw MLC Stealth go for the shoot. So because of that, Gnaw's just going to be even further ahead. He's got that stack Ganem first.
Maybe we'll see the action. Maybe the commentator's curse will come into effect here. As we say that he's doing quite well. Maybe Nehu dies. Omega in a bit of trouble here. Lassus, not much more slow to his name, but the Bug has plenty of slow. There is the Sylvanas here. He's going to try to make turns around. Shang Shang's going to eat that ultimate. He's going to go on the Infinite Web, though, and avoid a lot of damage. Geb and Sylvanas ultimates used in rapid succession. Shing.
Ooh,
oh, he misses the leap, and he going to be dead, boys.
Bad place to be in for Shing. He's
Still is a monster. Geb shield coming through now. Dignitas continuing to roam. Omega is going to fall eventually, and Shing continues to heal up. Between the two hots that he's getting out of his kit and the Sylvanas kit, looking pretty nice for himself.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Sylvanas has already healed up 2,500 HP to teammates. Of course, we don't see the self-healing there for Arachne on the charts, but 2,500 in AoE is pretty darn good. I mean, you look at the damage done, though. In fact, the top in the game is going to be the Bug we've been talking so much about, doing the most damage on the board. And second most will be Mr. Hercules.
Muzen definitely does that well, right? Like, he definitely stacks up lots and lots and lots of minor damage.
He's got bees, he's got honey.
He's got the old fake damage.
More bees, also bees. He has a bee.
Bees sting.
Do they?
And when you think about stingers, think about honey.
Yep.
That's how you know you're playing with
your honey boo boo, your honey badger.
Yep.
Sitting at home. You got movement speed buff. It's cleared out there for Cognitive Bros. And at this point, we got a blink initiation for Tier. He's got that blink 3, the greater blink. Gold Fury is standing, and at this point, no one has killed a single objective.
I do want to point out something that's maybe a little controversial here, and I have a lot of respect, obviously, for all the players, but traditionally, when you used to play Dignitas, the general consensus was it didn't really matter what you played in the Soul Lane, you could get away with anything because Anatoly was not very good. And not saying that's the case here, but I am saying that they've picked Muzen Cobb into him a couple times now without really being too worried about it. And we're seeing a little bit of that old style coming back where it's like Anatoly's never going to be a threat in the lane. He's very farm-centric, and obviously he may have some great decision-making process through the mid-game, but through the laning phase just never has been a threat in his Smite career, really. And maybe very, very early on during the Mystical Mark heavy metas in the Soul Lane, Guan Yu style, who's kind of known for being a really good player, but I see shades of that style again here. And granted, Cogs maybe not taking this as seriously as they win the World Championships, but still, it seems a little bit that way. Like, they just kind of feel like they can pick anything into that dual lane, and they're never going to really be punished for it.
Driving strike, there's a damage. Dare is going to go down here as MLC Stealth drops the bomb with that crush. They're going to be forced out of the fight. Gold Fury might be started up again. That's going to leash it out. This is a pretty tough situation for them to be in because it's very much back and forth. Looks like both teams are electing to disengage entirely. Looking for Scylla. Going to find it. Purification Beads buys the time that needs. There goes the meatball blinking in. Ultimate going to hit too. There's the I'm a Monster. Lassus goes down. Gnaw is on the run. Anatoly is disengaging entirely. And there goes the clear. They're still hanging out towards the Gold Fury. Why would he stick in the fight here? He's trying to do some damage to a Megatron. But mitigate wounds will mitigate a lot of that damage. Forced out. Gold Fury looks like it's going to be locked in. Here comes rotation. Nah, they're not giving up just yet. They're still going for it. And here comes the Gold Fury initiation. There's the Ult on top of Nah forced back to the tower. The damage is coming through. Nah, Geb Shield saves his life. And they're going back to the Gold Fury again. And there it is. All cleared.
Geb's fine. Two, I'm assuming my mic is dead.
It's on the top of your head.
Oh, it's on top of my head. That's a terrible place to put a mic when you're trying to be heard. Cognitive does come out on top of that fight. It looks like at the end of the day, 300 gold in their favor from that one. Even with the Gold Fury going their way, they barely kind of make it back on top of this game, and now it's going to be totally trying to retreat. S3 come bearing down, but he does have a level advantage on everyone but Omega. They get a bit of CC. The Stinger's in. The Boulder's going to cut off his escape path. One more shot. Yes, Snoopy. That's a shot that I never make. That kind of retreating. That's probably the hardest part about playing Muzen Cobb as a casual player, I think. Is landing those high pressure shots. Whoa! Oh, jeez.
The double crush
and
hitting
boom goes the
Shing
dynamite.
and Nah going down. Now Lassus is coming on over, trying to find an answer. The dash comes out. He will dash again. The power of that Swift Vengeance, you can blink or dash in 2 different directions, and able to go around corners and that kind of thing as they disengage. But to your earlier point, I think, you know, back when Anatoly first got picked up for Dignitas, I think what they saw in him was his major strength. Like, he's not a very aggressive player. He's not the kind of person that likes to get in people's faces. And so previously when he was playing mid before he got picked up, it made a lot of sense, right? Because mid is always under duress. And so as a cautious player, you're making smart decisions in what you're playing. But when you move into solo lane, where it's more about like trading blows and making small advantages and trying to be aggressive in that and then pulling back and forth, I don't think Anatoly has that kind of switch where he's aggressive, defensive, aggressive. He's almost always defensive, right? So I think it makes sense for him to be either either mid or hunter. I think hunter makes decent sense for him.
Yeah,
it's
a fairly safe position.
Sit back and farm.
You just got it has to just make sure that he doesn't fall back into that old routine of where teams are picking anything they want into that lane, right? He has to have some kind of control. And you know, not that they're picking the B because it has pocket viability. I think they're picking it because Snoopy just wanted to play it. But like, I mean, that Scylla Hunter that he played earlier, right? Like, I can see them picking that into Anatoly later on in the tournament just because they know that he's going to be playing a farming-based Apollo versus something very aggro. That being said, obviously there is a place for that style of play. It's very, very successful for Barracuda. But somehow he finds a way to play passively while also putting pressure on any kind of shenanigans picks that come out and has a little bit more of that kind of pick-based respect going his way. All things told, though, it's a pretty nicely played lane from Dignitas overall. Anatoly is enjoying a pretty nice experience. Slight advantage over Snoopy. They're at parity in level now. But sitting at level 14, which is basically pace with the game. 15 on the Scylla and Hercules, a piece, though, from Cognitive Bros. Arachne has just hit that as well. And Xing, once again, takes the first tier 1 tower. And kind of talking about what you were saying, like, Anatoly's that passive style player that makes sense to add to the team. It's almost exactly what happened with Xing, right? They're like, Xing is one of these just amazing 1v1 players. Like, he's just such a good player, so to speak. Let's just slap him in the solo lane and just let him fight people the entire game. Right? They're the kind of same kind of idea, just in the converse.
There you go. Well, it seems to be working so far. I mean, they're able to kind of pull this game together. Cog Bros has a slight lead. I mean, 1,500 experience and 1,300 gold in their name. Nothing really major just yet. Looking for the kill in the mid lane on Xing Yipu. Up into the infinite web he goes, and it's really hard to counter a Spire that just climbs on the ceiling.
Yes, the infinite web is both infinite and almost impossible to counter. Very hard to deal with.
Last missing that Fearless there from the blink. A bad angle on approach. It's really hard to do that blink. Fearless. I think what was even harder, right, is doing like the old Guan Yu blink ultimate, where you just blink and start flipping around. You're like, I don't know where I am anymore. Ultimate came out from Snoopy on the left side and was unsuccessful in taking down Tole.
Yeah, he forced him back to base, which is nice. Makes a little space for himself. He already has the tier 1 down, though. Needs to be careful not to get flanked by Xing, who has found him out. The web comes through. Lassus realizes he can't dash through as the web is down, as I mentioned. But here's Omega Driving Strike, going to be a real threat for Xing. They know the ultimate is down, but they get the knockup. Driving Strike comes through. Xing is in place, but now in the Aegis comes out. They're piling in on top of him. But it's a big Vulcan ultimate that does a big double kill in this fight, as well as Gnaw finds a tremendous amount of damage. Down goes Stealth and Snoopy on the Muzen, and now rotating forward is Gnaw. Does he have another knockup to keep them in position for Lassus to find a nice chain? No, the blink comes through from Yannick, and it's going to be a fairly graceful disengage considering for the Cognitive Bros.
Wow. I mean, that was just perfect setup, right? Player damage coming out. You see in the corner there, Gnaw dropping 10.5k after the last engagement. And that was just perfect. I mean, you saw Last blink forward, bring him back to the tower, and Gnaw's like, okay, where are they going to go? They have to leave tower at the same exact angle at the same exact time. Let me drop a big old Earthshaker right there, and it was perfect. And that's just intuition right there. It just takes time in playing Smite to really understand what's going to happen next and where to put your ultimate. And that's the power of Vulcan, right? If you have the power of forethought and foresight, you can put down the best ultimate that the Aegis have ever seen. And at this point, it's pulling them back, right? I mean, they're pretty much tied. Yeah,
this is a very, very close game. You couldn't really ask for much more out of a game 3 here. We've had an aggressive laning phase, 10 kills through 18 minutes. I guess not the most aggressive, but it seemed fairly fast-paced. You have a couple Gold Furies going down in the first 10, about 12 minutes. Indicates a lot of team fighting. And you got a tier, which is always fun to see. Everyone loves a tier. You got a Muzen, a little bit of shenanigans picks going on as well. So all in all, it should be a pretty interesting game to watch unfold. We'll get to see. Looks like at least we're going to get to see the Muzen all the way into the late game and get an idea of what his late game viability is in high level competitive play.
19 minutes into the match. There's the Earth Breaker into Xing. Launch him up there. We got Chin Sai is almost done Oh, Executioner for Apollo, but I imagine Chin size for the Arachne. Maybe an Executioner. The penetration is lacking right now after the Witchblade, but we'll see what he decided to go for. A little bit ahead of him is Snoopy, 1, 2, and 3 on AMC, and now going to pick up that third item, Executioner. Sprint 3 active as well, just avoiding those slows and getting a lot more movement speed out of it. So far, only 2 Tier 1 towers have fallen, and only 1 Gold Fury in 20 minutes.
Yeah, the objective game, I mean, the solo lane tower was taken by the Bug, and the duo lane tower was taken by the other Bug.
Bugs
Bugs are good at taking out towers, today I learned.
Yeah, that's why you always gotta watch out for termites. They don't like buildings.
Hey, there you go. Look at us.
Hey, we're smart.
If you know stuff about real life, you also are good at Smite.
Exactly.
Or maybe Smite teaches you things about real life that you needed to know.
Maybe. Either that or we're just making words.
Maybe. Maybe we're just chopping it up.
That's what it is. Well, at this point, the blinks are helping a lot, I think, for Tyr and for Geb, right? Derrick and Lasses are able to reposition often. Now, Lasses doesn't have a good ratio of accuracy with his Blink Fearless so far. I mean, seeing this a lot of it. But it's just applying pressure, right? Because it's in the back of the minds of the COG bros. They're always worried about blinking away or moving away or dashing away. Purification beats 3 on the Scylla, knowing that she's able to rely on that Sentinel to get away. And no selling of starting items just yet.
Yeah, they're not level 20. Usually you try to hold those, you know, unless you absolutely can finish something wonderful, or your High Rock.
Or your High Rock.
And then you just buy a Mark of
the
the Vanguard.
Fifth item. Teleport behind him. Here comes the big man. There goes the rock. Oh,
no, yeah, not in time. He's not going to make it in. Bug takes in the weave and flies away. Megatron misses his pullback. He did maybe pick up a kill here to Data Care. Will they do Fire Giant off of this? It just seems really unlikely, but
oh,
they dump quite a bit into the Guardian nonetheless.
Well, Hercules is now going to be going to move towards the right side of the map, as well as all his teammates. Fire Giant is a possibility. Shing is going to head over there, and looks like he's going to maybe put a ward down on the ground. Yep, there goes the web. And he just wants to know if they come that way, he'll be able to see it with the spiders. Megatron is going to be hanging out, taking a meatball to the face, just having some nice spicy meatballs. The mid tower is under pressure, and I think that's a little bit easier for them to take. This is free gold and map control, right?
Yeah, they get the mid lane, but they're going to at least get some pressure put onto the left side. Snoopy's going to rotate over here. He's going to stop the tower from going down. But I doubt he gets a kill on Atoli.
Here's a very strange thing.
No, he has a sprint active. He's going to do a lot of damage. There's a stinger. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it not enough?
No.
Will he fall?
No.
Driver says no.
Very close. Very close. But one thing that's very strange here, Bart, we have a different build from Derrick. He has dared to change his build and picked up Mystical Mail instead of Sovereignty.
We've seen this actually get picked up. Where's that? In the North American weeklies, and I think a couple times in the regionals it was picked up. Some of the supports are favoring this. Although talking to basically Jeff Hinla and Ionic, right, the top 2 supports by seed in the game, they both are kind of very, very skeptical of this style of build. But it is more and more popular. Just like,
well, you get more damage out of it.
Yeah,
right?
you
You're
get
able to
more
AoE and just contribute to the fight, and maybe that helps early. But you know, you just talking, like you said, talking to Ionic and Jeff Hinla, they're always just saying, you know, Sovereignty is just too hard to pass up.
It
gives you
good.
everything you need. The aura helps your teammates, and it's just more stats. Right? It's just a powerful shield. And so it really comes down to your playstyle, right? If you're a team that's fighting small skirmishes, maybe maybe the Mystical Mail makes more sense because you're getting more damage out. But if it's 3+ or more and you have the Sovereignty, your team dies less.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and it's an item that I think moving into Season 2 you'll definitely see adjusted, just because this item was kind of, it's just stacked stuff on it a little bit too much. Like, it doesn't really need to give magical defense in addition to the physical defensive aura.
Right.
It kind of is taking the place of items it kind of takes place of an item that could be like a defensive magical based aura, right? Like not the Void Stone, but some kind of Void Stone-esque defensive minded item, right? And there's a place for that item, but not when there's a Sovereignty that's just doing all of the things plus giving you a boatload of HP. So it's a little bit of a catch-all right now, and I think that's why you see such little variation in the itemization. And maybe you pick this Mystical Mail because you think you're going to be taking really long extended team fights, but I think it's best suited when you like have drafted a Ra as well, or some kind of healer, you know, and it's kind of like you're going to
some kind of protections.
Yeah, you're going to win these long duration
maybe an Ares
battles.
with the bolster defenses, that would also
yeah,
be a
Ares
thing.
makes sense to me maybe a little bit, but Ares is so has such limited farm capabilities, it's unlikely you're ever going to get to the Mystical Mail.
Right, in time.
I also would like to see it kind of paired with a shell in a lot of cases, just going down that idea of extended team fights with the Mystical Male is going to end up doing a lot of damage.
There's an Nemesis Ultimate on top of last, forced to jump away. The I'm a Monster's a little bit late, but again, not able to get that. That is probably like the 8th time today. Someone's trying to take it away, a move it speed buff from Cog Bros, and they still got it.
Yeah, they made it. They finally did it.
Come the bottom now with Mia. And it's only back away here. Force out. There goes the turret on the ground. Put the space down. Nah, it does have his book. It looks like he's rushing either. I would imagine it's a Chronos Pendant. It could be a rod.
Yeah, no, don't have the Chronos Pendant for Nah. Nah loves CDR, like, abnormally. He will always prioritize it, it seems like. I mean, granted, we can take in on his in-hand gold. Homie is sitting on 1,300 gold. That's a finish to Hootie if he wants it.
If he wants it. Well, we'll see if he wants it. Gold Fury is going to be up in about 53 seconds. There has been a Gold Fury on both sides so far. Dignitas and Cog Bros have both secured their own Gold Fury. Fire Giant is still standing, and you know this is such a weird game to contrast the first game. Obviously, Last is looking for the kill, going to get rooted down, going to get burst down by the crush. There's the hook. Oh, take him away from Scylla actually. Now ultimate going to hit no one. Eon is on the back, and that's going to be a disengage, I would imagine.
It looks like it. That crush is going to seal the deal there. You can't really aggress into that with the slow. That long persistence. Look at Hercules' positioning, though. Just, you know, he's harassing 5 players.
He doesn't care.
Yeah, if there's one thing you can say about Megatron is that he has not given a lot of care in his life. Last is over the top. He's going to get stunned for the trouble, though. Omega is going to pop his mitigate wounds. Go ahead and finish taking it up. Lassus is happy to have been there for at least one of those kills in the mid camp. I think Zach snuck that away.
Ooh. Anderson a lot of damage.
Unlikely they get the kill on Andy. Yeah, he just jukes it.
Nice juke.
Well played by Annister. And maybe it's not the poor Thor from earlier from the Gypsies team that missed all those stuns onto Andy. Shing's missing too, so maybe it's not. Maybe it's a lot harder than it looks.
Well, Gold Fury is up. Both teams are in the area and looking to move over, but it's a 4 versus 5 as you see back behind. Annister is late to the party. Damage on top. Shing is forcing himself onto a Megatron, and Megatron is doing nothing about it. The Gold Fury is dropping lower and lower. Dedicator needs to get there. There's the shield preventing him from. Nope.
The last second reset. Yeah, I mean, I think at this stage it's pretty safe to say that it's going to be the Rod of Tahuti out of Vulcan. He's had enough money to finish off that Chronos for a long time, and if you're going for that item, you would have. But like, if you were going to go to a Chronos Pendant, you would go back and get it just because of its effective DPS increase by the number of times you can cast your spells. You know what I mean? Oh yes.
There's the burst.
Oh.
I'm a monster twice.
No, not getting too much of the second one, only hitting the tank at all. So.
Oh, behind is Anatoly dashing through to help out Shing. There's an Absol on top of Shing, looking for the So Beautiful, gonna find it. Snoopy from behind, taking a lot of damage. There goes the
what a baller
as well. There goes the kill. The Stinger's on the ground. Not takes out Snoopy. Anatoly takes out. Actually, Anatoly takes out Snoopy as Shing goes down as well. This is an interesting fight so far.
Yeah, sloppy, extended really long. A lot of dives, I feel like people just going really deep. Like Snoopy decides to stand and fight there. He probably could have made it out and juked that meatball if he really wanted to. But at the end of the day, it's Dignitas fighting the Gold Fury. So, hey, they're probably pretty happy with their positioning. And Snoopy's going to have
vision. Oh, they're pinging it. They're pinging it. See if they can get over here and defend this.
Andy will make it in time, it looks like, but just barely.
Nah, Derek Care's there. It's guaranteed.
Oh, yeah, Here's Omega as well. Boulder coming out, but a little. Oh, the double tap doing quite a bit to Tully. Knocked up knows Omega. But charging forward, nonetheless, is the Hercules, but that looks like that's going to be it.
Omega's build is growing on me. I mean, you get 100 physical protection, you get movement speed, reduction of physical power, and reduction of attack speed to everyone around you. You get movement speed and attack speed for yourself. You get penetration, and you also get a bunch of health. I mean, I think this is just plus 15% of your physical protection gets converted into damage. This is just such a balanced first 3-item build for Hercules.
Yeah. The Jotun's Wrath has a really nice synergy with how he, especially his play style. And also with that teleport towards 3.
Yeah.
It all works together really nicely. Yeah, the Jotun's Wrath is maybe the unconventional item in this build, so to speak. You may see other more defensive-based items there, Stone of Gaia, depending on what he's trying to fight into. But the Jotun's Wrath, being able to build into that helps him out a tremendous amount. And also, Driver, the chin size are done here onto Nemesis after her Jotun's of her own. So she's in a really good spot.
Yeah, very scary. The auto attacks for Nemesis are always great. She's able to stay close to her target, keep them slowed, and also give her some protections, right? She steals it with her ultimate. Big chunk of damage, stealing the movement speed, stealing the attack speed, and able to get close enough to take them down with the chin size swing. You see that the Ratatouille was the one picked up there for Nos. You were correct in that. Now moving into what I would imagine is a Soul Reaver.
Yeah, it'll be a Soul Reaver.
Now just looking for major Na burst. And penetration picked up here. Titan's Bane onto Xing. Shifter Shield's done for the Lawbringer with the mighty, mighty grin. And we've got what looks to be a Void Stone for Mr. Datacare on Geb.
Don't be surprised to see this stay as that Ward Stone. And start itemizing into Stone of Gaia or Bulwark at this point, right? Like,
he's got tons of physical protection.
Yeah, he's got plenty of physical protection. He's got a little bit of that aura rocking now. It's going to help out his damage dealers a little bit, and I think you'll see him build into a more robust magic defense item over finishing the Void. So,
well,
but
all he's got to do is blink in close enough before the ultimate hits, and he uses that aura Void Stone to reduce all their protections, and he's got a pretty good amount of protections himself. And you know, one of the major downsides, right? You see Ionic going for that Magi's Blessing. That's one of the biggest items you can pick up as a Guardian, right? It's because you are now effectively able to jump in front of abilities and cannot be interrupted while you're trying to secure objectives, and that's really powerful.
Yeah, the objective piece is why you see this item built. The absorbing abilities is more the high-level strategic use of this. The tactical use of this is definitely to prevent knockups in the objective securing department.
Well, it's also, I mean, you look at a character like Geb or look at a character like Sylvanas, it's really important to have that Magic's Blessing because a lot of times when you want to run in and use a perfect ultimate to initiate the fight, you get CC'd and stopped and the whole fight is lost, right? Whereas if you have the Magic's Blessing, you get stopped on that CC, you absorb it, then you get the perfect initiation, your team might win the fight right there. Close grab there from Sylvanas. Ionic trying to grab away. Last is back into this death, but it's not going to be enough. Left side Snoopy in trouble. Blink coming in.
Nope.
But to be or not to be?
That's a little bit of the problem, right? He just like dumps his actives to avoid that. Sprint and beads done, and that was a beads 2, it looks like, with 125 seconds remaining. So.
Yep, and a sprint 3.
Tough life.
Yeah, that's the life of AMC, man. To be or not to be, and sometimes you not to be.
If only we would have taken out the shard item.
The shard.
Remember the shard?
Good old shard.
Would have been so good against Nox.
It would have, yeah, very much so.
But we
also we have that. Remember that sweet teleport item we put in? Like creates a portal and you can step on it and teleports people in.
God, that was terrible.
Wasn't that fun?
No.
It was fun, but
No.
not very good for gameplay. Just a lot of fun.
It was fun for maybe the one guy using it.
Yep.
And for everyone else, it was not so great. But nothing will ever beat Dementor's Doll.
Oh boy. Go on, you Dementor's Doll.
Go on, you Dementor's Doll.
God. That is the real life right there.
So, ignoring the Spiderlings is Cognitive as they push through the tier 1 on the right side. They actually get the pluck back onto Arachne. They're going to drive strike her forward as well. She pops her bead, she goes into her ultimate, and away she goes on the infinite web of Majesty and Justice.
Majesty and justice, and more justice being brought by the Lawbringer, who blinks in, realizes his mistake, and immediately jumps out, but he is donezo.
I cannot believe he survived that I'm a monster with a Nemesis reduction of protections, but just going to show you how...
He grinned and bared it.
Hey, just going to show you how innately tanky this is. Even with his itemization, the Shifter Shield as well doing some work there. Versus that ultimate from Scylla, who's...
Ooh, nice try on that hook from Ionic. Almost grabbing that through the wall, but that's a tough one. 32 minutes in the match. We've got 10-5, 15 total kills, and of course it looks like we've got a total of 4 towers taken down. 3 of those tier 1s for Team Dignitas, and 1 of those tier 1 for Cognitive Bros. We have a lost trinket. Look at this. We see that Stealth has leaned on this lost trinket the entire time.
Yeah.
The tiny trinket.
Yeah.
He's going to a rod, and then he's going to swing.
Yeah, he'll go back for Bancrofts eventually, but I mean, he's not been in a position to like ever really need additional lifesteal, right? I mean,
nope.
He's not taking these extended engagements. Only once on that left side, backside of the Gold Fury, has he really taken an aggressive engagement. And well, speaking of that side of the map,
Snoopy's doing it.
Young Snoopy got a lot of money.
Young Bug.
As he is going to be receiving the bountiful bosom of the Gold Fury.
Disregard teammates and team fights. Acquire gold coins.
And well, that does give them a gold difference of 1,800 gold. That's a lot of pizzas for Snoopy.
A lot of pizzas.
1,800 gold goes a long way.
It does.
5,000 XP also in favor of Cognitive.
Wow. Yeah, it's the experience, really. I mean, a lot of the people from CogRed are very young, and so getting more experience definitely helps them.
Or more pizzas.
Mature. Yeah, more pizzas. More pizzas. Pizzas are always a very translatable currency. You know?
Yes.
That and Trident layers.
No one ever beats me in pizza and gum.
Right? Well, they will get paid for this day, though, whether they're first or second. We're paying out for top 3 in cash. Hard-earned cash. And all
cold, hard
top
cash.
8. Down to 8. Get gems. Get some legit gems.
Legitimate gemmery.
And a holiday chest, actually, for everybody.
That's right. Yeah, you get gems
sweet.
paying down to 8th place, and every player does get a lovely holiday chest roll.
How festive, courtesy of Curse Voice.
Curse Voice. First off, wow, Curse Voice, amazing. But no, realistically, if you guys don't use Curse Voice or you don't know what that is, it is basically it's a free voice chat program that is used almost entirely for gaming, right? Unlike Skype, which is maybe like a multi, like talk to grandma, also maybe your bros when you game kind of thing. Curse Voice basically boots up when you boot your game, and it automatically puts the people that have Curse Voice in your game in with you. So when you play a Smite game, you queue up for Conquest, it'll put everybody that also has Curse Voice into the room with you, and you guys can voice chat. If you're playing ranked and you do not have Curse Voice, you are doing your team a massive disservice.
Yes, absolutely. But Bionic is doing his team a disservice right now by being caught out, forced away. Still very tanky, though. The Wisps are keeping him alive. And now it's just our Megatron, the Invincible, walking through the entire enemy team as if they weren't there. Because that's what Hercules does. He just... Yeah, I feel like the whole life of Hercules is just that Pretender song. Walking around, just doing his own thing. 500, 5,000 miles, doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's just going to walk.
Yep.
His goal is just to get to the other side of every team fight.
I'm on my way. Jesus, he's a good guy. Good guy, that Hercules. I'd be bros with him. Oh, the double hit, the double knock, the Aegis, and the big burst. Oh, God.
Shout outs to Kevin for completely missing that kill.
Can we please get a replay? That needs to be the replay. Jesus Christ, MLC stealth. That was...
Snoopy running around in actual circles. It does go down. In the meantime, the rest of the team, the rest of the squad, if you will, is going to go in on Dare to Care as he comes to aggress the Fire Giant. And I don't think you're making out of this one a live get, but in comes Lassus, who does peel off a couple, but he's going to eat some bursts of his own for Vasilla. Stealth doesn't have any cooldowns for the moment, and, well, the rollout is good. And over the top goes Lawbringer, but pursuing is Stealth, and he hits his spells, and down goes the Lawbringer himself.
Don't let him get Scylla. This is terrifying.
Yes, I mean, that was the popular wisdom back when Scylla was considered kind of the A+ borderline S tier pick. Well, it still holds true. Don't let MLC Stealth get Scylla, damn it.
Yeah, well, they let him have it. Well, in the meantime, we see Anatoly take down that left side tier 1 tower. It's 1,500 gold, effectively the same as a gold Fury for his team. Going to help him out a lot. In fact, the gold numbers are still very much tied. In 36 minutes of gameplay, we've seen 18 total kills and 6 towers taken out overall. In fact, the benefit goes to Team Dignitas, seeing as one of their 3 towers was a tier 2, which is worth 3 times the amount. So if we're counting tier 1 towers taken down, 5 have been destroyed by Team Dignitas and 3 by Cog Bros. But that math is going to be so confusing for people who don't know what I just said.
No, he's going to avoid the Diamond Monster.
Nope.
That giant red circle was because the Spectre clicked on the ward. That indicates it's a vision, in case you were wondering. That is not
a Scylla ultimate.
Crazy strong Scylla ultimate that's half the size of the map.
Leviathan comes in and just dunks the map. That'd be awesome. We should make that.
We should make that. That is awesome.
Razor's Blessing has been picked up by Tyr as his 5th item. The Fire Giant area has been declined, and that's ready to roll. And now we're going to see a Snoopy get his way over to see whether or not they get the Fire Giant. And they're here. We've got 37 minutes on the board. The Rod of Tahuti is making a big difference. Soul Reaver is now complete for Mr. Na on that Vulcan. A lot of burst damage coming out. Now Shing is looking for some damage onto Stealth, but he immediately Sentinels out, using his intuition to keep himself alive.
Mike continues to rage on here. Well, Tyr, he's making his way out of the fight as he realizes he's in a bit of trouble. Getting closed in by Cog. There comes the Fearless. He's going to be forced to use Lawbringer over the wall to regain positioning with his team, but you know, some cooldowns used and all the repositioning of Tyr. But did I see an Apollo come landing in there? Oh, the pull hits, but he beats it away. And it's only forced to blow some cooldowns there to deal with a little bit of a misplay on hits. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there was a call for re-engage and it just looked kind of awkward to us.
I don't know. No, there was no one near there. I mean, he didn't run out of mana either. I think he was trying to initiate for his team and his team wasn't on the same page. What it looked like to me. Driver Strike out of the rollout for Geb. There's the kill on Lassus. Here comes Cog Bros in full steam.
Oh,
Earthbreaker on top, looking for Dare to Care. They take him down. This is a free Fire Giant. Earthbreaker going to land on top. Earth Striker.
Jeez,
there goes the damage.
That spell.
There was the big burst.
Nuts out,
Anatoly gets Snoopy, though, in the meantime.
Yeah, Snoopy does go down, and Shing is pressuring the mid lane. So they're going to have to race here, and they don't want to spend their time dealing with an Apollo. Like, if he gets a big Serenade off here, no, he only got the one, and he got Stealth, so. GG. But Shing's going to take a tier
Shing
2.
don't care.
Tier 2 in exchange for Fire Giant. I doubt he gets the Phoenix here.
Yeah, they're already back home.
Yeah, Hercules is already back. He's going to defend that. And the rest of the team is going to happily
that bug with a rock.
take El Gigante del Fuego.
Del Fuego.
And
It means hot giant, but you know.
that's fine.
He's big. He's hot, big, big, hot. Is that what that means?
He's the big hot.
The big hot. Okay. Well, oh man. Or is that strong hot? I don't even know.
I think a big hot.
Strong. It's big hot or big strong?
Both of those things describe the fire.
Fuerte is strong. Fuego is hot, I think. I don't know.
And Fuego.
Or fire. Maybe it is fire.
I think it's fire. I think
the fire giant.
Gigante
You think
del
with,
Fuego is right, I think.
you think with my 3 weeks in Latin America and 1 week in Brazil, I would know that.
Or your, 20 years in Southern California.
Right, yeah.
You would know a
none
little
of that.
Spanish.
No, none of that. Well, I don't think I've ever been asked, well, how do you say fire giant? No one's come up to me and say, ¿Cómo se dice fire giant? Walking along the street, picking up some churros, so.
Hey there, hombre. How do you say fire giant?
Oh, Gigante del Fuego.
Big hot would be calor grande.
Well,
Yeah, I think caliente hot.
Caliente is like food hot.
Spicy.
Like spicy hot, I think.
So the spicy giant,
Fuego is fire.
dude. Caliente, El Gigante del Caliente, the spicy giant. I love the spicy giant.
That's the new name, man. Let's make season 2 all about the spicy
The
giant.
spicy giant. Yum.
That is good stuff. Well, the left tower will fall. Now it looks like Snoopy's looking to take this down. Oh, a big rotation on Anatoly. He's popped his ultimate early. He does not want to get caught here.
GTFO ultimate right there. But he's like, hey, maybe we should fight, boys.
Oh, don't do it. Don't.
Channeling your inner Zap man?
Don't do it.
No, he thinks better of it.
Don't do it.
No, Picante is food hot.
Picante?
That's what chat says.
Food hot.
Where's
Caliente
Mamacita where we need her?
I don't know.
We need a Mamacita or Enna to come fill us in on our horrid Spanish.
Big crits, big damage. Snoopy gets the kill. Last is in the fight, knocking up Omegatron double up into the air. He's getting a nice water spout feel. And it's only back into the mid lane, and I don't know where he's going. Is he going to try and base race?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, he's at least trying to. I mean, he's gonna try to do something.
Maybe.
His plan right now is do anything that's effective. And no, now he's backing. He's just pushing the lane out, I guess, so they can't easily push it. No, canceling the back. They call for him to just try to base race. I mean, he maybe takes a Phoenix here and they somehow hold. That's got to be the play. But not with Null getting exploded and only Dare to Care back in the base. Forced in now to recall is young Anatoly. As Cognitive Bros pile in on the Titan. The Chaos Titan doing its very best with his 2 giant hammers to hold him off. A surrender vote has started. It doesn't matter because he's going to die. Snoopy with the final kill of the game does pull himself back to even actually with that kill. So 5, 5, and 8 for Muzen. One, I think, unequivocally the strongest showing for Muzen Cobb, going 5, 5, and 8 in a long time. And let's take a look at MLC Stealth here on the Scylla.
Yep.
Because
Here it is. Watch this. This is my favorite.
Oh,
he
okay,
waits.
call
He
us one.
waits. He waits. He's hanging out. Sees the ward. Doom. Double. Hits it. Pops the ultimate. Aegis him. Waits for it. Boom. I mean, if there was no Aegis or no beads,
yeah,
he would have got a double there. He was just waiting, hit it, double. And then the next fight in front of the Fire Giant here gets knocked into the wall, waits for it, gets the crush.
Boom. That was huge. This is a great play, right? I mean,
watch him from over. He's going to jump over the wall. He's going to follow him and then go in front of him so he
beads
cuts
3,
out the escape.
gets the cooldown
beads,
back.
Boom.
Yeah, beautiful play. Yeah, he had no cooldowns. That's one of the hardest things about playing Scylla is fighting when you don't have your cooldowns. Because you want to like enhance stuff, but like it's not.
That's why Beads 3 also has a cooldown reduction component on top of its cleansing and CC immunity for 3 seconds.
Right. So Scylla can be really strong.
Yep. Just for that reason.
Well, congratulations nonetheless to Cognitive Bros as the combined Red and Prime teams from North America find a way to beat Team Dignitas in the finals and take home their lion's share of the $2,500 up for grabs in the North American region, as well as everyone else getting their gems and their holiday chest rolls. Congratulations, guys. You each got a shiny, gigantic $100 bill that you have to pick up off the studio floor. So.
Yep. All done.
Well, that does do it for our coverage today, guys. I have been Bart. That's been Dry Bear. In the production room, it's been Kevin and Pon and the one and only Ray. High-Tech Ray.
Big Play Ray.
Big Play Ray. Dos Peckies, however you want to call it. High-Tech Peck.
Or Pokedonis.
Pokedonis on the camera.
That's right.
And you got Dan the Fancy Man, who's going to be your admin for the day. Thank you to everyone. Thank you all for watching at home. And tomorrow is going to be Gandhi and Brandon bringing you the European coverage starting at 9 a.m. Eastern, 1500 CET. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday and a great Sunday. And Monday as well. Why not? Hell, we'll throw a Monday in for you. Limited time offer.
Oh.
See you later, guys. Enjoy it. Take it easy. Bye-bye.